Hello everyone, welcome to FISC Financial Studies classes. We are studying reading number 26 of study session 11 in CFA level 3 curriculum. We have already discussed 3 LOS of this reading and now we are going to discuss the fourth LOS which is on relative value hedge fund strategies. Among the 6 hedge fund strategies which are classified in the curriculum, relative value strategy seeks profit from relative valuation. In this kind of strategy, there is existence of credit and liquidity risk, which we are going to discuss. The two subtypes of this strategy are fixed income arbitrage and convertible bond arbitrage. So let's begin. The first relative value strategy is fixed income arbitrage. In fixed income arbitrage, we gain profit by exploiting the mispricing in the fixed income securities. As we all know, there are yield curves in the fixed income market. It could be upward sloping, downward sloping, or flat. This is the yield. This is the time. So, with time, if the yield is decreasing, it is called downward sloping. With time, if it is increasing, it is called upward sloping. Therefore, what we do, we assess whether a security in the yield curve is undervalued or overvalued, and then we long the undervalued security and we short the overvalued security. The difference in this from a normal equity undervalued security is that the difference in the actual price and intrinsic value, the market price and the intrinsic value is not as huge as it is in the equities. Therefore, we take very high leverage of level 600 to 1500%. Such a high leverage is necessary to gain desirable return from fixed income securities. The other thing which we can do in fixed income arbitrage is called carry trade. Carry trade is a kind of trade in which we short the low yielding security and we long the high yielding security. Some times back, the Japan yen, the Japan currency has very low interest rate was very low as compared to many developing countries in the world like India. So many companies take interest from Japan at 1%, 2% interest rate, and then they invest it at very high rate like 6 to 7% or even higher in developing countries to gain the profit. So this is called carry. In this kind of trades, we require high leverage as we have already discussed. When we talk about fixed income arbitrage, the investment characteristic of this kind of arbitrage is use of high leverage as we have discussed, and also the liquidity of this arbitrage depends a lot on the kind of instrument we are using. If we have been using T-bills, the liquidity is high. If we are using bonds, it could be medium to high. So these are the investment characteristics. The role of this kind of strategy in a portfolio is more like writing a book. If we succeed in this kind of strategy, we will get return from the carry trade, the kind of difference in the yield. But if it goes unexpectedly, we will have huge losses. One of the very biggest risks of this kind of strategy is its nature of high leverage. Nature of high leverage makes it a very risky strategy because if it doesn't go the way we want, it will give us huge losses. The next relative value strategy is convertible bond arbitrage. In convertible bond arbitrage, we basically use a convertible bond. We long the convertible bond and we short the stock in a proportion such that we are delta hedging the security. We are delta hedging the security. What I mean by this is, suppose there is a delta of the bond with 2/3 of the stock. So we long 3 convertible bond and we short 2 stock. Here, one thing we have to understand is that first of all, if you don't know what is convertible bond, I want to explain it. A convertible bond is a type of bond in which we have an option to convert it into a stock if we find that it is beneficial for us if to convert the bond in a stock. So this is we are going to understand by using an example later on. But this is convertible bond arbitrage strategy. In this kind of a strategy, our focus is to be long on volatility. We basically long the volatility and hedge all other risk. We are just focusing on volatility risk in this kind of a strategy. One of the major concern for this kind of a strategy is liquidity. Liquidity has here 2 sources of risk. So one of them is, first of all, we are shorting the stock. So short selling the stock. Short selling the stock is a risk for liquidity. Second is convertible bond itself is a source of liquidity risk because it is a niche product. Therefore, it is highly illiquid. That's the case here. This kind of a strategy uses very high leverage. This kind of a strategy, it doesn't do well in liquid or illiquid market. So these are the things which we have to understand. Now we are going to look at one example to understand convertible bond arbitrage. So here we are using example of PQR company. A PQR company is a company which is offering convertible bond as well as PQR stock, and it is in an industry whose multiple is also given to us. So when we look at the convertible bond, it has 1200 price, which is 120% of the par. The conversion ratio is 50. We are not going for coupon rate and all because in this example we want to keep it simple. So these are the 2 things which are required here. The industry multiples are price earning 20, price to book is 1.5. Here if you look at the PQR stock, the price is 30, price earning is 30, price to book is 2.5. By these 2 multiple, we can understand that the price of the PQR stock is overvalued. So it is very logical to short this. We are already shorting it. If we go by this C bond, convertible bond, we see its price is 1200 and conversion ratio is 50. So if we convert this, then conversion price equal to 1200 by 50 equal to 24. So this is the price which we are going to get. 24 is the conversion price. Well, actual stock price is 30. So that means this stock is undervalued as a conversion option. Therefore, we should long the convertible bond. So that is the case. Now, how we are going to do the arbitrage? That means we are going to get profit in each of the situation. Let's understand. We have a long position in the convertible bond. We have a short position in the PQR stock. Now, scenarios. We are having 3 scenarios. One scenario is price goes to 36. Other scenario is price will remain at 30. And the third scenario is price comes down to 24. In each of this scenario, at 36 the price of bond has give us a profit of 12 because we have a long position. In this stock we had a short position, so the profit is -6, which is a loss. Therefore net profit is 6. In the second case, the bond profit is 6, 24 to 30, 6 profit. Here the profit is 0 because it will remain at its price. The net profit is 6. In the third case, the price reduced to 24. The bond price profit is 0. The stock price profit is 6 because we have a short position. Price size decreased from 30 to 24. We are having a profit of 6. Net profit is of 6. So in all these conditions, we have earned a profit. That is called a convertible bond arbitrage. Now the issues here are a very high leverage. If the action doesn't go the way we want, in that case, we are going to have a huge problem. This strategy doesn't work in a situation of illiquidity, because then we are finding it difficult to realize the profit by selling or buying the stock or bond in the illiquid market scenario. That is the case. Now, one more thing is, see, the profit is fixed and it is not very huge. Therefore, we need very high leverage to gain a desirable amount of profit, and that's why we take a very high leverage in such a situation. This is what we have to discuss in this session for the reading number 26, session 11 of CFA level 3 hedge fund strategies LOS 4. This is the curriculum. See you again in the next video. Please like, subscribe and share my video, and also comment to let me know how I can improve.